the diplomacy of what nations' vaccines will accept. AstraZeneca, for example, in the UK, we don't really know if we're going to take that or not, but we do know that we're not going to admit people who have been vaccinated with Russia's vaccine. So you're a veteran of kind of foreign affairs and true global power plays. Is this like the new soft diplomacy of like what nations will wave in to travel and which ones have vaccines that we call bullshit on?
Yeah, but I do think there's actually a larger issue related to race relations here, actually. I mean, one of the dogmas, I think, about left-wing modern theories on racism and so forth is if a facially neutral policy has a disparate impact on different racial groups, that there's now increasingly a line of thinking that that itself is racist. And so I ask the Biden administration if they're limiting who can come to America on the basis of who is vaccinated and what vaccine you have, that's going to have a pretty disproportionate impact on different people about who can come in and who can't. My view would be that this is not actually a justified policy. We ought to have an even freer policy where people can come in. And if we want to enforce the kind of policy Biden has, I would like to hear from him how he justifies the racial and ethnic disparities here.
Well, but would you be saying that if this was like a shooting war and not a viral pathogen war? If we were fighting combatants in the developing world where they don't have vaccines, would you be an open borders guy at the same time?
Not only I would be, I did say that. I mean, this is precisely the issue that we litigated in the Trump years with that idiotic Muslim ban that he put. I mean, you can always, whether it's national security, a disease, pandemic, you can always find a reason to restrict one group or another from coming here. I think as a general rule, it's a policy to avoid.